Since I was 18 years old, I have been in and out of jail. And being incarcerated, for me, it was very crazy. It's a place where no human belongs.
I've been incarcerated 2 times throughout my whole life.
I was getting in trouble because I didn't really care about stuff from losing 2 of my friends due to gun violence.
After I got released, I found it hard to kind of find jobs, menial jobs like McDonald's, the Burger Kings, et cetera, et cetera. So, I was told, oh, look, you can go to these labor agencies, right? It's been a couple of years now, that I've been doing those kind of jobs, and it hasn't been easy.
The experience is, I say unpredictable, because a lot of times you show up to these labor pools to get work, and you don't know whether you're gonna get a ticket or a job that day. And so you kind of just have to wait around. Sometimes there's favoritism, sometimes there's discrimination.
I made it there 3:30 in the morning. And I stayed there all the way until 11:30 a.m. People came after me 7:30, 8:30, maybe even 9 o'clock, and got tickets. I felt like I was getting discriminated. I felt like I was in a biased situation because I was the only person there, my skin color.
I sat there for about 5 hours just without information. Next day that I came back, I received the ticket then.
I thought a higher question would be a career job, something that was for people who was incarcerated and were trying to find, do better for themselves, people that wants to do better. But it turns out it was just selling you dreams. I'd be okay, you would come here, and if you do a good job, and if you be a good worker and bring people along, you would, this would be a career. You could work here every day. You could be a 9 to 5. And it never was like that. If you supposed to get paid every day, you gonna get paid every day. Is it enough for you to survive? No, it's not enough. Or do it equals out to the work are you doing? No.
Minimum wage was $8.56 at the time. So I worked from 9 to 5, and after this 9 to 5 shift, I had $50 in my pocket. I say temp work is inhumane.
My first experience going to a labor job seemed a little kind of unprofessional. They sent me to a casino up in Fort Lauderdale. I think it was Hard Rock or something, right? And, they basically told us, okay, your job is simple. You're gonna cut all this carpet out of the floor, and that's it. They provided us with box cutters to cut a carpet floor. I don't know, I can't say for most, but by my experience, it is not an easy thing to cut carpet just with a box cutter.
Currently, I'm assigned to work at a warehouse. It's extremely hot. There's a few industrial fans, but they don't really provide enough. They kind of just move hot air around. We are asked to move heavy boxes and other equipment all day long. These are 12-hour shifts, 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. A common grievance among all the workers I've spoken to is how we're not accommodated for how long we're standing. And so when I started working, wearing the protective footwear that they had recommended me, within 3 days, my toenails turned black from, bleeding underneath the toenails. I'm losing those toenails. And I was recommended, Epsom salt to keep me safe. That's not gonna fix anything. So immediately, just from starting off, you're dealing with long-term, potentially permanent damage at these warehouses.
We'll be up on the roof and have no type of belt tied to us or anything, just in case if we were to fall off or slip off.
They had me working without no glasses, and I cannot see without my glasses.
There's also a constant pressure to work harder, to work faster.
You were expected to make up the bed, clean the whole room, take out the trash, fix the bathroom, clean the bathroom, basically make sure the whole room is cleaned up. And sometimes you will have guests that leave the room filthy, so you may not even be able to get that one room done. You may spend the 30 minutes that you have for all of your rooms or an hour doing that one room, and they will get mad.
When we show up, they told us, okay, so this job is most likely gonna require you to work 8 hours. And they stated that if we finish before the 8 hours, we will get paid the 8 hours. I think that's like some sort of like psychological abuse maybe, or because there's an incentive that if you tell them to do that, right, they'll be more focused. But honestly, I felt like, you know, if it was someone else perhaps, they could have been in an accident because now they're thinking, oh, if I can finish this in 4 hours, you know, I can just, bam, get all this money now and get on with my day. And it's like, you know, you're putting that person's life in danger now.
If you do not know, Beyond the Bars is an organization that helps people that's been incarcerated, formerly incarcerated, like get your life on track.
I think I'll probably like join it just to change my life, just to have a better picture of myself, to change my life, and to hang with new people, to tell me the right thing.
You know, just because I had a certain life I used to have in my past shouldn't dictate how my future is gonna be if I'm putting in the time and effort. And it makes me passionate to think that if there's other people out there in that same kind of situation, then perhaps I can form an alliance with them. And then, you know, then we're all collectively being heard so that they can see that we're struggling here.
The reason why I joined Beyond the Bar because I seen my friend, Beyond the Bars changed her. So it's just like the kindness, sweetness, just what she wanted to be, but she can't be in this cool world. So she being like her natural self, nice, helping, loving, encouraging, motivational young lady I knew she could be.
Since I've been in Beyond the Bars, I've been bringing the youth together to come in and use their voice, use their power to fight for everything that we need and want.
Better standards, better workplace conditions, better training for these workers, and better opportunities for them to go from temporary to permanent. Developing a temp worker union is a very important way that we can develop and improve standards across the board for our workers.
I want to say to others, even if you did experience the same thing I experienced or been through something similar to what I've been through with the temp agency, don't give up, keep pushing. You're gonna hear 20 no's before you hear that one yes. So if you are a temp worker, we need you. Beyond the Bars. Our doors are always open. We accept anyone that feels like they're alone. You're never alone. Just come in and talk to us.